Okay, this is a simple tool with some novel approaches to plan value calculations, how to rate a benefit package, and also looking at kind of a more book of business summary of results. So the first one is pretty simple. There's three scenarios: the baseline scenario one and two. Here you just input three variables for the plan design. So did some research and some analysis and found that three variables basically constitute 90% of what drives a plan's actuarial value. So an imperfect but directionally correct way of looking at how rich a plan is. So if you change a single deductible from 500 to 2,000, it changes the actuarial value by 6.8%. And if you do this over here, if you change this to say 1,000, you'll see these numbers will update. That's just a way of kind of creating a visual. One quick rule is that for every change of 10% in actual values, approximately a 4 to 6% change in premium. So this is one way to see, especially as you reduce deductibles, to kind of quantify the increase in the plan design and the attractiveness of the benefit. The next one looks at the benefit package itself. It actually looks, you can choose the coverage tier with their single or family, payroll contributions, any sort of account contributions in HSA, and then just two simple variables for plan design: deductible, out-of-pocket max, and then as well as the benchmark. So here we have it just as a finance firm with 1,000 employees across all regions. There's 51 firms to compare it against, and it's kind of looking at the 10, the lowest 10%, highest 10%. Since this is cost to employees, so it looks at variables from deductible, out-of-pocket, net payroll contributions, and then it also looks at what the total package is, assuming everyone has a platinum coverage. So it essentially adjusts the premium to kind of normalize the plan design. So with this, if someone was working for a large finance company and they're paying $1,200 for single coverage with this plan design, they would need about an extra $400 to be considered a middle of the road plan. So this is something you can play with. You can add say $800 here instead of, and you'll see that the dollars to the median drops. So it's essentially middle of the road. So it's something you can play with. The healthcare alpha slide or tab looks at these fields in blue. Similar other tabs, like whatever's in blue, you can update. So I have a retail company here. It's under 200 employees. It's based in the Northeast. The plan value is 80%, so approximately gold. It's 35% of employees over 50. The actual premium is 5,400. Based on these variables and the interaction that these variables have, you would expect the premium to be about 7,000. And based on the statistical analysis of these variables, 80% of groups are going to be with plus or minus 1,000 of this. So as you see the numbers growing here, patterns begin to emerge, and these are just dummy numbers, but essentially across all 10 of these, what's happening is there's trend which is 20% below is what you would expect. So in investment, they call investment skill alpha. We're calling this healthcare alpha because healthcare alpha is showing kind of overperformance as reflected in reduced trend beyond what would be expected. So this is a kind of way to gauge brokers, kind of a way to gauge a book of business. So these are three tabs. There's a few other that I'm working on, but this is an initial tool and it'll be updated. So again, you can look at the totality across clients of what you're delivering. You can look at the richness of a benefits package, and then also you have a convenient calculator to look at the plan value and how that changes.